The other day I was researching for a video and I landed on Honda's website. Personally, not my favorite motorcycle website, but that's beside the point. The homepage was featuring something I had never seen, a two-wheeled vehicle that was so goofy looking. It couldn't be real, could it? Is this actually a motorcycle that Honda is making? Behold the Honda Navi, the latest and greatest from Honda Motorsports, and let me tell you why I believe, after further investigation into this stubby little two-wheeled vehicle, that this could be the motorcycle that changes everything. See, it all started with the Grom, a move backwards in power and size and displacement and overall aggression for the single biggest motorcycle manufacturer in the world. At a time when motorcycle companies were and still are trying to just make bigger, larger capacity bikes to keep up with emission regulations and still be able to produce at least some horsepower, Honda released this thing to the world, and in its own right, the Grom changed the market forever. The Grom is powered by a 125cc single-cylinder engine producing just under 10 horsepower. It's cute, it's fun, and it has sold like the motorcycle equivalent of hotcakes. This little trusty engine isn't something new for Honda, it's unbelievably reliable, but this new package was something new for Honda, a true real motorcycle that virtually anybody can ride that now has a 5-speed gearbox, like it has a proper clutch. This bike was arguably an attempt at bringing in new riders, and for sure, it has brought in new riders to some extent, but here's the thing, the Grom is not actually as much of a beginner bike as you would expect. People who want to get into motorcycling, or maybe they don't want to get into motorcycling, but they see a motorcycle and then suddenly they do, well, it usually doesn't come from a motorcycle like the Honda Grom. I know it can, I know some people see Honda Grom gangs and they're like, ooh, I want to get a motorcycle. For sure that happens, but it seems like more often than not, it's motorcycles like a modern Triumph Bonneville or the Ninja 400s. These are the bikes that prospective motorcyclists see and they want them, like they lust after them, and these bikes inspire them to go get their license and begin this journey. No, Honda Groms seem to be mostly second bikes for already existing motorcyclists who want something goofy and fun for around town. They're hooligan bikes to practice wheelies on. And actually, they're almost never recommended as beginner bikes, as they don't give you a true motorcycle experience, is what people would say. They're too light, they're too flickable, people say, and they teach you bad habits. But in the biggest area where the Grom fails in bringing over new riders or bringing over scooter riders is in the fact that they still have a clutch, and they're still like $4,000. And this is where the Navi comes in. I believe this is the single cheapest motorcycle from a major motorcycle manufacturer in a very, very long time. The $1,800 Honda Navi. This motorcycle will be powered by Honda's 110cc single-cylinder engine, and it will have a no-shift automatic CVT transmission. And listen, Honda is absolutely targeting non-riders with this. This could be the Super Cub of our era. The Super Cub brought in so many people who would never consider a motorcycle, and it got them on two wheels. And it became the most selling motorcycle, I believe, of all time. If you spend a few minutes on the website, Honda is advertising this the same way that they advertise the Super Cub. Motorcycling can be unintimidating. Motorcycling doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be like this badass thing. It doesn't have to be cool. Anybody can do it. That's the sort of feel I get from Honda with this. And I think they're on the right track, and I think they're doing this right. See, it's not just about getting people on two wheels anymore. It's about getting people to consider switching over from a scooter or a moped to a proper motorcycle. There are millions of people who ride scooters who won't ride a motorcycle because they don't want to have to deal with stuff. But this goofy little motorcycle, this is the gateway bike. It's faster than most scooters, like faster than almost any scooter, honestly, unless you get like, a 250cc scooter or whatever. Most 50cc scooters produce just a few horsepower. And the Navi is gonna feel more like a proper motorcycle ergonomically. So it will get people hooked on that posture, the more aggressive stance and feel of being on an actual motorcycle. And one report came in saying that 25% of pre-orders of the Navi are from women. I don't know if that's true, but if it is true, that's amazing. I know 100% if I got my wife one of these, she would be stoked. She finds my motorcycle too heavy, and my bike is lighter than almost anything new you can buy. The Navi is only gonna weigh 220 pounds. Again, this bike has just a few of the things, in my opinion, that the Grom missed. It's just that little bit more approachable for non-riders by not having a clutch and by costing little more than a scooter. And I think it has the potential to bring in tons of new motorcyclists. It's so unintimidating, but it produces enough horsepower to still be fun. It only produces a few less horsepower than the Grom. and it weighs a little less. So like, honestly, it's not gonna have the top end speed of the Grom, but it's gonna feel basically the same as a Grom. It's gonna be a little hooligan bike for a lot of people. There's one thing I would like to see Honda do with this bike and with this platform that could make it even more global. I think that they should do something similar to what they did with the Grom. They should make the bike more of a platform for different styles, maybe a retro styled bike, something more classic looking, kind of how they did with the Monkey, or maybe just like a standard motorcycle like these 50cc retro bikes from Blurrock, for example, the Heritage 50 or the Hero 50. Imagine if you could buy this styled bike like the Hero 50 I'm showing you, but from Honda for like less than $2,000 with this automatic engine. Oh my gosh, that thing would sell. I would buy it. Or what if they took this platform and made a little sport bike out of it? How fun would that be? Anyways, I really want to know what you guys think. Could this be a game changer for motorcycling in the general public? Could a bike like this bring in more new young riders? Or would you ride this? Would you take this over a scooter? Let us know how you feel in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Ride safe.